considering joining an intensive. Yeah, just give me 5 minutes with them. I mean, there's no comparison. Going to India for me, I was pretty apprehensive. My kids were really apprehensive. Dad, what are you doing? You're going by yourself? And it was easy. It was nothing to it. And it was just really nice to get a different perspective. I'd always wanted to go to India, but had never done it. And I'm really glad I did. Being with Sal for 10 days on an intensive it was a breath of fresh air. It really was. When you see somebody every day for 10 days and they're the same, I don't know. It's just, Sal's got a great sense of humor. He delivers the message in his own way, but it was a way that really spoke to me. Online intensive versus an intensive in person there's no comparison. And I really enjoyed the online intensives because that's all that was available, at that time. And I really enjoyed it, but coming to India and having 10 days, there's no comparison. It was just amazing. And I'm doing it again. If somebody had said to me before I went to India, I don't know, I think I'm just going to do the online, I would have understood. But now I don't understand. You got to go to India. That's the only way to really get, full enchilada. And the thing about it is, on the online intensives, we did it on Saturday. We had a couple of Q&As during the week, but you got a whole week till the next weekend. And while it's good, there's no comparison to just day after day after day after day, and listening to the audios with time set aside just for listening to the audios. I thought that was great. The way Sal delivers the message, it wasn't the same intensive twice. There were two different intensives, two different groups of people for the most part. And the message was the same, but the discussions, the delivery, everything was a little different, and it was just great. The trip was pretty easy. I mean, it was really easy to get over there. The guy, I can't remember his name, but he picked me up. I had a little sign with my name on it at the airport. 3-hour cab ride back to Tiru. We stopped for a little chai halfway. It was great. It was really good. And it was a lot easier than I thought. My experience in India was remarkable. I rented a scooter, which was kind of cool. I haven't ridden a scooter in years, but I had a blast on that scooter. And just, riding up to the main road and saying good morning to everybody, guys out there milking their cows, it's unbelievably great. And, probably in Tiru, what I had the most fun doing was sitting around in your upstairs on the cushions, listening to audios at the foot of Mount Arunachala. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. It was great. At first it was culture shock, but after about 2 or 3 days, I was like, oh my God, it was so nice. The people were so friendly. Outside of thinking I was going to die in a head-on collision several times, going to Pondicherry and Chidambaram, it was great. And you know what? I want to add this too. When I came back to the States, after about 3 days, I realized that it was hard living over here. I mean, compared to India, everything was just, it felt like more of a collective in India. And in the States, it feels like more of a self-centered environment. Everybody's out for themselves. And in India, it was totally different. I remember Agatha and I were going out to eat one night with Sima, and there was a couple of gals on a scooter that had just started off from a dead stop, and they fell over. and one girl was crying, and about 30 people ran out to help him. And you wouldn't see that in the States. So that really, it moved me. But yeah, the people there are just unbelievably kind and gracious. I loved it.